After Adam and Eve, humanity multiplied, but so did wickedness. By the 10th generation, Genesis says, the earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. In that generation, there was one man who was different. Noah was the son of Lamech, grandson of Methuselah. He had three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. When Noah was 500 years old, God had already decided what he would do. God said to Noah that he was going to put an end to all people because of their wickedness, and that he would destroy the earth with a great flood, but that he would establish a covenant with Noah to save him and his family. God gave Noah very specific instructions to build an ark to survive the flood. It was to be made of gopher wood, sealed inside and out with pitch. The plan was to bring into the ark his wife, his three sons, and their wives, 8 people in total. 2 of every kind of unclean animal, a male and female, 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, those used for sacrifice, 7 pairs of every kind of bird, and enough food for all of them. While he built, Genesis says he was a preacher of righteousness, warning people, but no one listened. When Noah was 600 years old, God told him to enter the ark. Then God himself shut the door. Then the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights without stopping. The waters rose so high that they covered even the highest mountains. Every living thing on dry land that was not in the ark died. Noah and those with him were inside the ark for much longer than just the 40 days. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days before they even began to recede. For months the ark floated on the waters. The Bible says God remembered Noah. Finally, God sent a wind over the earth and the waters began to go down. After about 5 months, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat in what is a modern-day eastern Turkey. But they could not leave yet. Noah waited another 2.5 months until the mountaintops became visible. Then Noah began to test if the land was dry. First he sent out a raven which kept flying back and forth. Then he sent a dove, but it found nowhere to land and returned. 7 days later he sent the dove again, and it returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf in its beak. Noah knew the water had receded. 7 days later he sent it again, and this time it did not return. After a total of 1 year and 10 days inside the ark, God told Noah, "Come out of the ark." The first thing Noah did when he came out was to build an altar and offer clean animals as a burnt offering to thank God. Then God established his covenant with Noah, his descendants, and every living creature. As a sign of that covenant, he placed a rainbow in the clouds. He said, "Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life." It is the first covenant God makes in the Bible,